What's up, Spud Nation? It is Monday, February 3rd, and welcome to the Sports Couch. I'm your host, Greg Bergner. I appreciate you spending some time with us today. Whew, what a weekend. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Your Monday's going A-okay. Let's get through this Monday together. Next 2 hours, we have pretty interesting news that took place over the weekend. We're going to talk some Luka Doncic trade. What? Wild trade. Cannot wait to dive into this with Nick. Gonna be interesting. Luka's one of my favorite players of all time. So a new home for Luka gonna be pretty interesting. We're gonna talk some Royal Rumble, our weekend, of course. The main event. Fantasy Football Award Show Day. Let's go. Hour 2. Hour 2, we're handing out all of our Sports Coach Fantasy Football Awards. Putting a bow on wild season. I hope everyone cashed those checks, brought home those fantasy football trophies. It's going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait to talk fantasy football. Gonna be a good one. Also, a big hello to our friends from YouTube and Twitch. Welcome, welcome. We will hang with you guys for the first 30 minutes today. At 11:30, feel free to head on over to phyx.tv or download the app. Free, it's simple, it's easy to use. PHYX, download the app, then come check out all the cool stuff on Fix. Head-to-head's going to be kicking off. If you're a fishing fanatic, this is the spot. Head-to-head is the best fishing league in the world. It's fun. It's awesome. We also have a lot of high school sports. W7, they handle the girls' side of things. It's great. So come check it out. Fix, PHYX, free app. It's simple. It's easy. And we look forward to seeing you. All right, I can't wait any longer. Let's introduce the man in the back. It's my producer, Nick. Nick, happy Monday, man.
Hey, guy. Hey, man. Sorry to wake you, but you gotta try this.
Happy Monday, man. What a crazy weekend, huh?
Yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of fun this weekend. Always cool when big events take place, and this is a big one. Gonna be fun to talk about. Before we dive into Luka, let's the plague is hitting us here in Wisconsin. It's so dumb. Just I'm surviving. I'm at the tail end of mine. It looks like you're just catching yours.
Yeah, just getting mine. Been coughing a lot today. Had a few bloody noses. Not great.
Super dry. I noticed that in our house, at least. I got a gusher yesterday, and just the dryness of things here in Wisconsin is wild to me. You got a humidifier or anything pumping at your house?
Yeah. So I'm down in the basement, so it's even probably a little more dry than upstairs. But I got a humidifier going. Had that going last night. Didn't seem to help a lot, but hopefully the next couple nights it'll be useful.
Yeah. Heck yeah. And then of course we wake up to a snow. I don't know if it's a snowstorm. It's just snowing out.
Yeah, a lot of snow.
Oh.
Was not expecting that. Should have checked the weather last.
Yeah. Those weathermen, they're always right.
Yeah, right.
So yeah. Looks like it's still a little bit. So that I don't know, man. I have very mixed feelings about snow, more towards not liking it a whole lot. But
same.
Kids seem to enjoy it. Do
they like to play in it?
Yeah, they're still at that age where it's still pretty cool to go outside, and especially if you can get like a sled hill. Sled hills are fun. So I don't know. My youngest was still like, I could. He's like, I know it's cool if it's warm out. Like, I know, man. You can't win them all.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's what we're dealing with here. I got a shovel when I get home. Always a good time. Your old man get out and do the shoveling already?
He did not. The driveway was full of snow when I woke up this morning.
Yeah. Maybe easy.
He might have, and then it just snowed more.
I know. That's the worst part about shoveling, especially when it snows.
Just coming down again. Yeah.
Like if you wait it out, then it's like so excruciatingly heavy to shovel all that snow. But if you do it,
you're gonna have to do it again.
Yeah, redo it again.
Yeah.
Like, it's just you're not ever winning. So anyway, how was the rest of your weekend, man? Did you do anything fun?
Not really. Hung out. Friday, watched some basketball, and then.
Were you watching the high school world, or were you watching?
Well, I was watching high school and NBA. I was watching both. What was it?
K-Town?
Nina Kakana was at the game. Yeah, Kakana blasted him. Yep.
Blasted him.
Yep.
Both teams ranked in the top 10.
Yep.
Yeah, Kakana's got that ability, man. They have the star power to even make a deep run into this. They're a legitimate state title contender, right?
Yeah, Kakana's awesome. Yeah. I agree.
Very long, athletic, well coached.
Yeah.
And then when you got two stars that you can go to at any time, it's helpful.
Having a big like that is just so valuable.
Yeah, he's a dog. Jensen.
Yep.
Yeah, he's tough. What'd they say? 6'9"?
6'9".
Yeah, 6'9". 6'9" and long, strong under the hoop. Yeah, he's tough. You're right. He can impact the game at all times. All right, so you watched the K-Town game.
Yep, watched that.
Were you surprised that Nina didn't show up? Like, that's a big game on their schedule. FBA rival, top 10, both in the top 10 rank. Do you think Kakana's just that much better than them, or like your takeaway from that game was what? Other than Kakana's awesome, because that's what I said when I walked away from it.
One, Kakana's awesome. I think I think Kakana has just more talent. Like Nina doesn't 100%. Have a Drew Jensen or the other guy. I can never remember.
Keegan Van Owenberg?
Something like
Cohenberg?
Yeah, Keegan.
He's
yeah. I just think Nina's like exceptionally well coached and like a really great program. So like they can they'll run into nights where their talent just isn't enough. But they could. I also think they could beat Kakana on any given night just because of the way that team is run.
It's just tough when you are lacking that talent gap is so big. You know what I mean? Like you can coach a team till you're blue in the face, but if your talent gap is as such, it's tough. It's a tough ask. Ask for Nina.
Was that the first time they've played this year?
I want to say no, but I'm 95%.
Yeah, so they've beaten kind of by double digits before, so it's not
Did they beat them earlier this year?
Yeah, 66-56.
Go. And this one is a little more high scoring, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. Man, if they put together like an FBA tournament, how sick would that tournament be? Just
there's an FBA tournament
at the end of the season. There's an FBA tournament.
Yeah, of course.
It's gonna be a lot of fun because that division is loaded.
Yeah, they are.
What a conference! So, all right. So you watch a little K-Town Nina?
Yes.
What else in the NBA were you watching?
Watched the Lakers beat the Knicks. That was Saturday night, but that was huge. No AD, which
there's no AD.
No, there's no AD anymore at all. So
Deuces AD.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then watch that. I played a lot of 2K. I've been playing NBA 2K.
The new one? 25?
Yeah. I've been playing like in the park and stuff with a couple buddies. That's been pretty fun.
Now, do you guys run 3-on-3? Do you run 5-on-5? Like, what do you do in the park?
We've done 2s, 3s, and 5s.
Right on.
Yeah. Pretty fun.
Building up your character?
Yeah, I've never really done it before, like played in the park with my friends online. But it's really fun. So I think I'm like a 91 overall right now. So not great, but getting there.
What kind of player are you?
I'm a point guard. I'm a point guard. Yeah. I'm like 6'3", 180, so I'm skinny. fast and I shoot.
Yeah, you're not a penetrator. Are you more of a
no, I can
shooter?
No, I have I have a really high dunk and vertical, so I can get in there and finish around the rim too.
Like a pretty elite player to go.
Not too bad.
What do your buddies do?
My one buddy Carter is a shooting guard. He pretty much shoots. I get all my assists to him for the most part.
Okay.
And then his brother is a big, but he just started playing, so he's a super low overall right now.
How big is a big?
I think he's like 6'11".
There you go. Oh, very nice. Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah,
I like it.
And then the Luka trade happened, and I've just been. I think it's the most interesting thing in sports news and maybe ever. Like this is the most surprising thing that's ever happened in sports, probably. And I've just been consuming content.
Talk about it, huh?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Watch any of your shows?
Not really. No. Didn't have a lot of show watching time.
Started Paradise.
Yeah.
Got through the first episode and like halfway through the second one.
Were you surprised at the ending of the first episode?
Dude, they're their own community. What the heck? I had no idea. Yeah, not the way the show, not the way I thought it was going to go at all.
Yeah. That's another layer of intrigue, I think.
Yeah. I feel like the lady at episode 1, the one who was sleeping with the president.
Okay.
Comes across as like real nasty and mean. Like, is she supposed to be the bad chick? No spoilers. I got it. All right. Yeah. It's very interesting. Halfway through episode 2, he's talking about how he didn't like the president. He's very mad at the president.
Yeah.
And it just appears to me that he got everyone in the bunker except for his bodyguard's wife, and that's where I feel like the divide happened. So
correct. Yes.
Haven't gotten all the way through it yet, but yeah, he's angry. I just don't know why the wife wasn't there. So maybe that'll come to light here. But yeah, man, so far pretty interesting. Yeah. What a wild concept. I don't doubt that it's never been thought of or even maybe being done currently right now.
Yeah.
Just building like a super community. So I'm interested also if the president, did they plan to have everyone like blown up? Like the world blowing up? Was that part of his
like it was his doing? Like he pressed a button?
That I'm trying to figure out like why. Why did they build this? I know they talked about the possibility of like a catastrophe or something.
Yeah, I can tell you I'm at the end of episode 3 and we still don't know.
Okay. So. All right. So it's gonna be one of them shows along the way. We just keep learning more and more and more. Okay. Yeah. Pretty good so far, dude. It's a good watch.
Yeah.
Paradise on Hulu. Pretty
stuff.
Solid. Yeah. Other than that was like the only show that I really watched. Watch the Royal Rumble?
The Royal Rumble. That's right.
Big weekend.
Yeah, Royal Rumble was awesome, man.
I thought the Royal Rumble was great.
Yeah.
The first match, the women's Rumble.
Yeah.
It was like an hour and a half long. With no complaints here. I thought it was great. Yeah. Did a really good job. Like first 12 entrants were in before anyone got thrown out, which was cool. Like the ring. And I kept thinking every single time, like, why is this so cool? Why is the Royal Rumble my favorite? And me, like everyone else, like every time the countdown kicks off, it's like 10 seconds. Everyone stands up and everyone's all jacked, and it's kind of like the who's coming out next? Mm-hmm. And the pop that some of these people got in their returns. Alexa Bliss coming back, crowd went crazy for her. Yeah, dude, I thought it was great. I was happy I got the pick right for the women's Rumble.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. And I almost got the guys' pick right. Cena. Did you think Cena was winning it when he was in the final two?
I did.
So did I.
Yeah. What a bummer.
Very odd pick with Uso winning it all. I had no clue that.
Didn't he look, I'm not a WWE guy in terms of like watching it anymore, really. I'm going to get back into it a little bit now that Cena's back. But like, didn't Jey Uso just have like a year run where he was champion and fighting for the championship pretty consistently?
Your guess is as good as mine. Okay. I feel like he did have a pretty solid run.
Yeah.
This would be a good time to ask your brother. Your brother probably knows all of this. Was he shocked that Uso won it?
I don't think I've talked to him since the Rumble. But I would imagine he didn't think Cena was going to win it.
Yeah, well, he was right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was baffling, but all in all, it was a pretty good match. A lot of good star power in that one. What did you think of the other matches? They had that ladder match.
The ladder match was awesome. Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes was pretty sweet. I thought Kevin Owens was dead for a second at the end. Yeah,
he just laid there.
Yeah, bloody. Yeah.
It was weird that they had no like table. Like usually when I'm thinking ladder matches, it's like ladders, tables. You put guys through tables all over the place.
Well, that's a tables, ladders, and chairs match.
Yeah.
This is a ladder match.
I'm guessing throughout the history of ladder matches, they've busted tables out too in those ladder matches. But either way, yeah, they did some pretty cool stuff. How these guys survive, like their bodies survive that. Just
yeah.
That last move Kevin Owens took, he looked like you said, he looked like he was, dude, are you dead? He survived it, but man, yeah, their bodies just have to be just tore up. And then I could have done away with the tag team match. That was really zero interest to me at all. But
yeah, I didn't even watch that one. I skipped that one.
So all in all, it was a pretty cool Rumble. It was fun. A lot of good stuff. I think it's funny they keep bringing out Natalya. She got like zero pop. Like, yeah, hey, Natalia's out here. They're like, who cares? She's 75 and no one cares. Yeah, a lot of talent on that roster. Pretty cool to see. The NXT girls were fantastic. Like, if that's the next generation of wrestling superstars.
Agreed.
Super good hands there for the WWE. Yeah. Any other overwhelming take from the Rumble?
Did you see Cena's press conference after?
I did. Yeah. He's got to win one of these. His next thing was like Elimination Chamber, right? I'm going to be in Elimination Chamber.
He's going to Elimination Chamber, yeah.
Do you think they just have your guy chasing this stuff for a year and that's how they send him out? It would be a pretty crappy way to send us like a legend out like that.
No, I think he'll win it. I do think like his press conference last night now gives him the opportunity to turn heel a little bit, potentially.
Yeah, he can go either way. People are going to love him, even if he's like the nastiest, grossest heel ever.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to love him. Because I'm going to tell you, his skills have diminished a lot. Like, I love John Cena. I think he's great. He just looked old in the ring, though. Because he is, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Surrounded by all these young studs who can do anything. Yeah, I thought it was great. Unfortunately, I thought this was just Cena's ticket to be punched. I wonder, though, if he would have punched that ticket then, would they have just, like, he wouldn't have had to do the Elimination Chamber. He wouldn't have had to do the next event, you know. So maybe this is just their way of getting more out of Cena's year run.
Yeah, I think so. He said he's going to be filming a movie for the next month, and then he'll be back. So should start seeing him on Raw and stuff in March, which will be cool.
Yeah, very cool. Still great on the mic.
Yeah.
Still love him. Still.
The best.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Fantastic. Awesome. So, Rumble. other sports news. We had basketball Saturday morning.
How'd that go?
The youngsters, Tatum, my youngest, they dominated. So
nice.
Yeah, Tatum, 3 buckets, getting hoops, homie.
Nice.
Yeah, I was impressed. Ever since we had the talk of dribbling towards the hoop and actually, attacking the basket a little bit, he's become quite the little scorer, which is really cool to see. Yeah, he had one possession where he did it all. He dribbled the ball up and he kind of made a move, did a little shot fake, made a bucket. It was really cool to see. And then the rest was he'd get a pass, just get buckets. But Nick, did you dabble in the AAU world at all growing up?
I did not. No, I did not play.
Okay.
AAU.
So AAU kind of started at the tail end of, or at least my school and athletes in our conference were exposed to like AAU at the end of my high school career. That's how long ago that was.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering how young they start. Because every week I walk away.
3rd grade?
Oh, okay. Because every week I walk away from Tatum's games, groupings, whatever, and I'm like, there's a guy there, there's a kid there, there's a kid. Like I'm like pinpointing these kids that I want. Like I want to build an AAU
Dude,
basketball team.
It's so much work.
Yeah, for sure.
It's every weekend, like all year round.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's so much. I can't even imagine.
I did have the opportunity to coach, I believe it's called Blaze. They're an AAU program here in the Valley. Wasn't the right time for me. But yeah, man, every week I walk away from that gym. There's just so much talent at a young age. I'm like, man, maybe if nothing else, we don't play AAU. We just get together and practice. Put that together. Maybe I'll be the parent to head that.
Yeah, I mean, well, doesn't like club come before AAU? Like when isn't that the next step?
You're talking like the Appleton East
Yeah.
club, whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Lawson didn't take the club route. Tatum's definitely do.
Yeah.
Zero way he's taking the rec league path.
I think for most kids it goes from rec and then to club, and then if you're good at club, you play AAU usually.
Do you think kids get into it much later?
Yeah.
Grade?
I think most kids, yeah. Like there are definitely like certain teams and stuff for young kids, but those are like usually for like the like exceptional players that are at that age.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know a lot of kids who were not like awesome at basketball but got into AAU like later, like middle school, high school.
Just yeah. I just want to make sure that he's getting enough practice, and like I'm pretty impressed with the amount of talent that's in a first grade basketball league right now.
Yeah. So like in my opinion, first grade's probably a little early for AAU. I would probably start at club basketball so they get, because club, I mean, even compared to the rec, like club is a lot more.
Yeah.
Like, than rec. So
couple nights a week practice, you get
every weekend games. Tournaments.
Yeah.
So then like if they like are into that commitment and they still like love it, then like I think AAU is a good option. But I think I would try club first probably.
Yeah. And club doesn't get going. Club is not in first grade.
I think club starts in 3rd grade too.
Okay. Well, good things if all these kids are Appleton East kids in the rec league. A lot of talent there in the Appleton area, so that was pretty cool to see. He, out of nowhere, this point guard on Tatum's team, he dominated. He can dribble. He's making crossovers. He was hitting buckets. For a long time, I thought it was just the other coach's kid, kind of taller, can shoot all the time. Now we got a point guard too now. We got Tatum who's tall. There's Byron kid who's tall. We got a point guard who's tall. We got Cash who's tall. And we got some ballers on just on our team alone. Like if I was handpicking an all league team, 4 of them would be from our team, which is cool. Yeah, nice. And we just got studs on other teams. It's really cool to see. But all right, so Tatum's team, they won. They had a lot of fun, and it is what it is. And then the Hornets. Here's Lawson's team. 2 weeks without practice. Yeehaw, good stuff. I walk in the gym. The first thing our best player says to me, he goes, "Hey, coach, I'm going to shoot a lot today." I'm like, okay, what do you mean? He's like, "I'm just going to pull." He's like, "I'm going to shoot." I'm like, "You're going to dribble to the hoop and get layup, you mean?" He's like, "No, I'm going to shoot. I'm just going to shoot." So he's very vibrant. He likes the street ball life. He likes the hot dog stuff. And he wasn't lying, man. He decided he was just gonna come out and chuck.
Nice.
So I had to have a little conversation. We were down 6-0.
At least he told you.
Yeah, I know. So prior to the game, when I had the conversation, like, you mean you're gonna drive past these guys and just score layups, because he can do it every single play. And he sure did not mean that. So we're down 6-0, and then I had to have the conversation, like, can you please attack the hoop a little bit? We ended up losing the game by 4. We were down by like 10 at one point. Made a nice little comeback, and then felt really bad. But one of our kids caught the ball. He dribbled it, and then he dribbled it the wrong way, and like attacked our own hoop. He was about to score the other team. He like realized it as he was about to score on our own hoop. Other team grabbed the ball. They scored. Like kind of erased our run. Ended up losing by 4. But man, it was tough. It is what it is at this point. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to practice this week, and they're starting to work on the spacing a little bit better, which is good. And then we also just we need to pass. Nick, how do you get kids to pass the ball? I currently have one ball handler, and he went wild this game. He was the black hole of death.
Yeah, I just let him. I don't know.
Maybe we'll work on at least initiating some sort of offense this week in practice. I couldn't like get too hostile about anything, because we haven't practiced in 2 weeks. These kids, most of them are playing for the very first time in their lives. And I'm just expecting them to go out there and understand this stuff. The other team set a ball screen every single time down. So I had to show them how to like hedge a ball screen at halftime. Like, good luck understanding that concept in a matter of 2 minutes. They did their best. They tried to understand it and learn it, but man, that's what we deal with, Nick.
Yeah.
So yeah, it took the L, but that was the rest of the weekend. It was pretty straightforward after that.
Nice.
Yeah. Heard some crazy news about the NBA, and here we are.
Yes, sir. If you want to hear us talk about that and some other breaking news from the NFL, make sure to join us over at Fix TV if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube right now.
Come join us. Head on over to fix.tv or the Fix app. PHYX. We'll see ya.